how did Crisis Act come about? Because I know a lot of us have been very, very excited seeing the first single come out. So how did the band come about in the first place?
It actually came together quite quickly. Myself and Joe, who also plays in Psychroptic, we were just, I guess, toying with the idea, it would be cool to do some sort of grind band at some stage. I think it was at the tail end of a recording session I was doing last year. We had some time left. So we thought, let's just lay down some drums. So we did that, and then I think a month later, I'd completely forgotten about the drum tracks being recorded. It was just a spur of the moment kind of thing. Joe actually just hits me up and sends me, I think, 11 songs that were pretty much good to release without, Sans vocals. So, okay, this is pretty cool. I guess we need to find a vocalist and a bass player and put something together. So it was definitely not something that was planned, but it was, I guess, something it's been in the back of my mind for a while, just to do a straight down the line desk grind band, and it just fell into place.
What was it about grind that kind of appealed to you so much? Because it is a very, very unique genre of metal. What was it that made you kind of deep down want to do a grind band?
Well, I guess the purists would say that it's grind probably isn't even metal. It's stemmed from punk and that sort of thing. I've always had an interest and a love for heavy music, all forms of it, from hard rock right through to crust punk, grind, black metal, like the whole spectrum. I've just liked heavy and aggressive bands. So it's not, I wouldn't say I'm the biggest expert on the grind subgenre, but I've definitely been listening to it since I was a teenager. Always been a big fan of bands like Disrupt and Terrorizer. With the different stages of Napalm Death, Nausem, and then more recently bands like Nails, and I could go on, but I've always been into the style, but I've never really had the opportunity to play on a release until Crisis Act came about.
Yeah. All the drummers out there are going to wonder straight away, what difference did you notice when you first started to lay down those tracks that was different to what you'd done in the past as a drummer?
Not much, to be honest. We actually built the songs, Joe predominantly built the foundations of the songs around the drum tracks. Like I just put down some drum tracks to some I guess click tracks in the studio, and I was just humming riffs in my head and trying to create song structures, and then he's taken them and actually created songs out of it from the skeletons that I gave him. So there wasn't too much alterations we did from the initial tracks that he sent through. Maybe, okay, change this, maybe we'll do this a couple more times. Minor structural changes, but it was pretty much just laid down and that's it. We're not trying to get it perfect. It's just, we're just trying to make catchy, aggressive, short songs, basically.
Yeah. You mentioned that you went looking for a vocalist. You didn't just get any vocalist. You got Matt Young. Tell us a little bit about what made you decide to approach Matt about being the vocalist, and also what was his response when you first contacted him?
Well, Youngie's been a mate for years, and he was the first person we thought of. Like, I was on the phone to Joe, and I was like, "Oh, this song's cool. We need a vocalist." I can't remember. It was one of us. We were like, "Oh, just hit up Youngie." So he was our only choice and the only person we asked, and sent the tracks through, and I think within a day he'd started sending demos back. He's like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, cool." So it wasn't, everything fell into place very quickly and very easily. Definitely not a band that's we've had to force together. It's just like everyone does their job, and everyone knows their job, and it's easy.
Yeah.
Very easy.
It sounds like you all recorded from your own spots, which I guess is a lot easier at the moment considering we're all in lockdown. Have you guys actually got together to jam at all at the moment, or has it been all apart because of the lockdown?
Yeah, it's been all apart. The bass player Brett lives in the US, Brett Bamberger. So there was no chance to jam with him, obviously, but everything was put together after the lockdown.
Yep.
So full ISO grind band, if you will.
Yep. So what's the future for you guys? You've got the EP. What do you guys look to doing in the future? Because of course, as you just mentioned, Brett's in the US. You're all in successful bands already. So what's the future look like for Crisis Act?
We've already got quite a bunch more material because it was so fun and so stress free to put together. So fuck it, let's just keep doing it until it's not fun. And because it's so stress free, I can't see it being a problem for for a while. So we'll just keep going. I think there's maybe another 20 songs that are being worked on at the moment. So who knows? We might just release 7 inches. We might do a full length. I'm not sure yet. I guess we'll just take it as it comes, and it's there's no firm plans other than it's fun. Let's keep doing it.
Yeah.
So it's definitely flexible in terms of which direction we go in. So we'll literally wait and see. Like I'm not going to say just wait until see what we got in store, because I have no idea.
Definitely.
Who knows?
What's the pluses and minuses of recording in ISO? Like, so many musicians I've spoken to at the moment, some have said, I've loved it. It's meant that I've been able to fully concentrate on my music and nothing else. Others have said, I found it really difficult to be creative. How have you found that whole process of recording in ISO?
I can relate to both. It's been amazing in a lot of ways, and it sucks in a lot of other ways. Creatively, this year, personally, I've probably been more creative than any year in recent memory, just because there's obviously no touring, there's no, that sapped a lot of time, both in the preparation and then while you're actually doing it, and then subsequent. So without that, I'm playing a lot more drums, practicing a lot more drums, recording a lot more projects. I think I've been in the studio 4 or 5 times this year, with more to come. So it's definitely been a more productive time frame in the sheer, if you want to crude about it and say the sheer output. But you do lose that the energy of everyone in the studio and some of the excitement. So definitely got its pros and cons. I'm just trying to focus, like most people, I just focus on all the pros at the moment, and there's enough fucking bullshit going on in the world that I don't want to focus on that. Let's keep it positive. Keep it positive and productive.
Yeah. Has the world around you also helped with that creativity in the sense of themes to write songs about? Because there's a lot of stuff out there that people are getting angry about, but there's also a lot of range of emotions and stuff that we've all been going through because of the year as well. Has that kind of fueled that creativity to write?
Not in terms of lyrical sense, because I don't really I don't have that sort of output. But definitely in terms of, hey, we've got to get productive, otherwise we're going to go crazy. Like, we've got to do something. There's no point sitting at home and doing nothing and dwelling on the fact that everything's falling apart. Let's focus on the fact that, cool, we can still do cool things, and we can, we've got this time to create, so let's really get creative. So it's good. Structure, I've always found structure to be essential for my own personal sanity, now more so than ever. So, yeah, like, part of the daily structure is practice, writing, all that sort of stuff. So it's definitely fueling the creativity in terms of just time with the instrument and time planning projects and things like that. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely, I'm looking at it as a glass half full.
Yeah. Well, mate, I know there's a lot of people out there that are very, very keen to be able to grab a copy of this EP. So tell us a little bit about where people will be able to grab the EP and what they should expect from the rest of it as well. Like, we've only really heard the first single so far.
Yeah, I think now on Spotify there's 4 of the singles.
Yeah.
It's actually, we signed a deal with Blood Blast Distribution, which is it's Nuclear Blast's digital arm. So they're releasing it on all the platforms. So as the songs come out, they're on across all the digital platforms. And we're releasing it on 7-inch as well. It's a co-release between Youngie's label, which is Dead Set Records, and my own merch company, which is Direct Merch. So you can either get the physical 7-inch from us and know that it's, it's straight from us to you, and otherwise, on any of the digital platforms, check it out there.
Awesome. Well, mate, is there anything you want to say to the listeners and the readers out there before they go out and grab a copy?
Just thank you very much. Thanks for your ongoing support for all of our projects over the years. We're super grateful to be able to keep playing music. It's focused on everything positive.
Awesome. Well, Dave, thanks so much, mate, for chatting to us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I know a lot of our listeners and readers out there are very, very keen to go out and grab this EP. So congratulations and thank you again for chatting to us.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem, mate. I'll let you go. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.
You too. Take
All right.
care.
See you, mate. Bye.